Welcome. Today, we're diving into famous narcissists in history and the lessons we can learn from them. Throughout time, certain individuals with extreme narcissistic traits have left a significant mark on the world, often with catastrophic consequences. One of the most infamous narcissists in history is Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon's drive for power and dominance was unmatched. He believed he was destined to rule Europe and continuously sought more control. His narcissistic traits, like his need for constant admiration and his disregard for others' suffering, led him to make decisions that ultimately destroyed his empire. His failed invasion of Russia in 1812, driven by his grandiosity and overconfidence, marked the beginning of his downfall. From Napoleon's story, we learn that unchecked ego and ambition can lead to self-destruction. Another notable narcissist is Joseph Stalin, the Soviet dictator who ruled with an iron fist. Stalin's extreme narcissism manifested in his paranoia, constant need for admiration, and absolute control over the Soviet Union. He saw himself as a savior of the people, but his lack of empathy and brutal leadership resulted in the deaths of millions. Stalin's narcissistic need for power led to purges, forced labor camps, and widespread suffering. His story is a stark reminder of the dangers of leaders who prioritize their own power over the well-being of their people. Adolf Hitler is another tragic example of a narcissistic leader whose grandiosity and sense of superiority led to one of the darkest periods in human history. Hitler's narcissism was fueled by his belief in the superiority of the Aryan race and his personal destiny to lead Germany to greatness. His inability to accept defeat and his obsession with control led to the destruction of millions of lives during World War II. From this, we learn that narcissism combined with prejudice and unchecked power can result in unimaginable devastation. It's not just political figures, though. We've also seen narcissistic traits in cultural and business icons. Take Howard Hughes, for example. Hughes was a brilliant entrepreneur and filmmaker, but his extreme narcissism and need for control eventually led to his isolation. His inability to trust others and his obsessive focus on his image caused him to spiral into reclusion and mental illness. Hughes' story teaches us that narcissism can trap even the most successful people in a cycle of fear and loneliness. So, what can we learn from these famous narcissists? First, the importance of self-awareness. Many lacked empathy and reflection, which harmed others and led to their downfall. Developing self-awareness and empathy is vital for anyone in power. Second, these stories highlight the dangers of unchecked power. Narcissists thrive without accountability, showing the need for systems that limit one person's control and hold leaders responsible for their actions. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious and stay aware.